Hi there, Rude here. I thought it would be useful to also make a video of something else than the RoadLoft in our town and country, which is awesome. Actually, I took it out because, well, and that's the topic of this video, there had to be some repairs done. And I didn't want to have everything just sit in there exposed to everybody, that might have an interest in it. Um, I just came home from Home Depot. So, yes, this thing swallows a lot of stuff. Actually, these are 10-foot long posts. And yes, I do want a little more quality in my wood for construction. Instead of the old Dougie fare that is just, oops, that's just deteriorating. So anyway, as I was unloading this stuff, I was thinking like, well, there's a lot of repairs that happened, and I know there are enough videos around about the Grand Caravan and Town and Country and the top 5 of things going wrong. And guess what? They all, well, basically had an instance. They had some attention from us. What happened when we just passed, or we were just about to hit 115,000 miles? The transmission just conked out. And I know it's the good old Chrysler transmission. It's a 6-speed, but it's really derived from a 4-speed from the 90s, which was good. Although Mopar and transmissions not the best marriage around. So yeah, that's what happened. First we heard a little squeal, and that was just when we started it up in the morning, and it was just becoming more of a squeal. And then we had our mechanic look at it, and he said, well, that might just be a head gasket issue, which was also something, but that's later. What happened is that, well, it totally lost all its gears. Stupid me. I decided, well, before I took it in, because I had to get it out of the garage and onto the street, and I thought, okay, I need to get it on a tow truck and to really hoist a more than 4,000 pound dead weight, paperweight thing onto a tow truck. I disconnected the battery, and then of course everything reset, and then I was able to just get it out, put it on the tow truck, park it at my mechanic's, and of course he had some things to share with me, and I was like, okay, don't do that, because all the codes are gone. Although he started it up, he tried to maneuver it a little bit, and the same thing happened. So a new transmission normally is a ton of money. That's why these vans typically get dumped after, let's say, 80, 90, maybe 100,000, maybe 110. It's enough. Most owners that get it dealer maintained, and then the dealer's telling them like, well, it's not like $3,000, but it's more like $6,000, and that's just the box. And then of course we need to have some labor done and put it in. So let's say at 8-10 hours, give or take. So yeah, there you go. That is getting close or exceeding the value of the whole vehicle. So luckily our mechanic had a good part source, and he helped us out with the labor. So we ended up paying a lot less, maybe, let me see, it was maybe around 4, including the labor. So that was the start of all issues. Struts, brakes, that's wear and tear, so they had to be replaced. Finally we got some proper tires on it, like some Goodyears. They're good. They're definitely good, as in Goodyear. Better than the old, I don't even know what tires they were. Like, they were SUV tires. Yeah, they were just done. Actually, they lasted quite a bit. You know, definitely. They were about halfway gone when we got the van, so maybe they did 80,000 miles of work, or maybe 60,000 miles of work. So it's not too bad. So that's all what happened, and then we took a road trip. That was in the last video here, when we drove it to Canada. And then there is also something else that's notorious with the Pentastar engine. It's a 24 valve engine. It has a lot of hardware. The engine itself is rock solid. It's just, well, apparently quite picky on oil. So one of the oil changes, the guys that I took it to decided, like, well, we don't need synthetic. We've seen plenty of engines, and that was like a long time ago. Maybe that was around like 85, 90,000 or something, like a long time ago. And they decided, well, let's just put like, you know, middle of the road oil in there, and then we'll see. That was only 3,000 miles, but then the lifters kind of like started tapping, and the tapping never ended. Even though we put additives in, we went back to synthetic. Everything got flushed. Still, you know, so what happens, you know, and well, of course it's a V6, so it has two heads. So when you do the lifters, you basically need to take the whole head, two heads out, and then head gaskets, the whole works, lifter kit. Again, my mechanic had a really good parts source, and actually that was around Labor Day, so he had discounts. So it's not like a giveaway. It was still significant money, but I think he gave us like 20% off. So still like $800 for the set. But normally, well, go to the dealer and you'll probably see double that. You'll probably see like 1,600, maybe 2,000. You know, I might be wrong, but anyway, he put them in. Of course, a lot of labor. He had to work day and night, and he is a small shop. It's just him. So he spent the next, I think, 16 hours just, disassembling, reassembling, you know, taking it all apart, putting it all back together. And that was, well, everything said and done around 4,500K. No, 4,300K. So, yeah, that, $4,300. I'm sorry, 4,300K. No, I'm not spending millions on this. So, yeah, there we are. So let's say gearbox 6 heads, job, like do the lifters and everything, let's say 4-ish. Then we got the tires, the brakes, the struts. So let's say that's another $3,000. So basically, well, we bought this van in 2021 for about $13,000, and we spent just another $13,000. So just be aware. It's a beautiful vehicle. You know, we really enjoy it. But you know, if you buy one of these, just be prepared for maintenance, and it's not just maintenance like oil and tires and brakes, like my Honda, for example, because, well, there's very little that goes wrong. But it's more like you have, like, well, one of the other cars here in the garage, like one of these two. So that's, and it's definitely not a Mercedes or a Jaguar. So just keep that in mind. That's it. That's all I wanted to share. I know it's approaching like 9.5 minutes, so I will wrap this up, but I will, yeah, I'll make this a video, and hopefully that will be of assistance to you all. Thanks.